hot. Cruel world, torn apart. Where do hearts go when they fall apart? Falling through the dark. She don't really want nobody. She knows how it goes. She know how it goes. And she don't really need nobody. Heart made out of stone. Heart made out of stone. And she don't wanna lose her focus, cause she's in her zone. Yeah, she's on her own. Better off being alone. Yeah. She don't let nobody come into her life. I already tried. She says I'm not a type. Oh well, I guess I'm not the guy. I guess I'm not the guy for her. I guess I'm not the guy. I guess I'm not the guy for her. She don't let nobody come into her life. I already tried. She says I'm not a type. Oh well, I guess I'm not the guy. I guess I'm not the guy for her. I guess I'm not the guy. I guess I'm not the. Cause she only knows what she likes, and she never comes out.
Good evening and welcome to IITW Radio. It is the first day of October. Tonight on here we have a good show for you guys. There are two guys I've been waiting to interview for a while. Two young men. And that's Dalton.
Logan.
Or I'm Dalton.
I know.
I combined the two names. Colton and Logan. How you guys doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
All right. Yeah, so before we even get started, you and your it's a small world. Your dad and I went to the same high school together.
Yeah, I think I heard that. That's crazy.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And now I'm like 4 hours away from you guys. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Doing great. Just been really busy with our release coming up. So just extremely busy.
Yeah, tell us about that. When your guys' new release coming out?
Logan, you want to start?
Well, our new song, it's called Love by the River, and it's releasing on the 12th of this month, October 12th. And we're real excited about it. You want to elaborate more?
Yes, the pre-ordering starts on iTunes October 5th. And it's been a while since we've released new content. So just the fact that we're finally going through with this and we feel it's the right song for the right time and everything, we're just extremely excited to see where it goes, because there's a lot of people, a lot of big time influencers that are on board for this one, something that we haven't had in the past. So it's extremely exciting and truly a blessing, and we're excited to see where it goes starting October 12th. It could be a huge day for us. We're expecting something big.
Yeah, you guys are all over the place. I mean, you've been out to California and all over the place singing, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And
we've been to California, Utah, many more places, but those
Miami,
are like
Miami. Yeah, we're just in Miami.
Yeah, you guys have
Minnesota, we've been in Minnesota as well.
During the Super Bowl.
During the Super Bowl, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, you guys have got I've been following you guys for a while now. You guys have got a big trip coming up here in November? You're heading to Japan?
Yeah, I believe so. There's so many dates, so like we just know it in advance a little bit, and then we have to go from there. It's always what's the next move. So very luckily we don't have to keep track of that, thank God. But
Yeah,
definitely a lot.
How did you guys get started? I mean, when did you figure out that you guys could sing together and you guys write your own music? And
well, we've always loved singing and stuff from little. Like my brother, when he was still a toddler, he was setting up like stages. He loved just going to shows, watching shows, trying to make his own shows, and we love performing ever since we were young. And then we started really, basketball was our love, really. And after that didn't work out, we just were like, hey, why don't we just try making music? We see all these other artists do it, and
yeah, probably just like watching people that, because music has like shifted so much from during so many like decades now, and it's incredible to see someone now with social media and stuff, they can blow up overnight. And when me and Logan, we hear the music, sometimes we're like, I think we can do, like at first we're like, we could probably do just as good. Like, what are they doing different? And once we got in the studio, it's like it changed. Like we really fell in love with music, not just by like the melodies, but actually the lyrics, the songwriting, the process of just growing a fan base. We really fell in love with. And I feel like as an artist, if you don't get tired of that, You have, and when you get your chance to blow up, like I think you have a long lasting career, especially us being songwriters. We're hands on with everything.
People always ask us, like, they'll hear our music, they go, "It's good, but do you guys write your own music?" And we're like, "Yeah." I mean, we're not paying anyone to write music, you know. We're not even at that. I wish we could do that, pay people, but no, we write all of our stuff, and it's crazy.
What gets us excited is like when we like right now, "Love by the River" is like the thing that's being talked about when it comes to our end, and showing it to people that have already made it in the industry, and just getting the feedback of like, okay, who you guys signed by? They're like asking all these questions as if they expect people to be doing it for us, and we're like, nope, it came through just our minds, our two minds, and that's what you got.
So where do you guys get your inspiration from? I mean, you guys have a wide range of music. It's not like you're just, you know, like a lot of groups, you know, you get, especially you guys' age, it'll be just one thing. Like, you know, for example, Eminem, when he started out, it was about bashing cops and his mom, you know, before he ever moved it. But you guys have a wide range of stuff. I mean, I watched your videos and stuff.
Thank you.
So,
what inspired that? You know, it's a lot of our songs, really, they're not even about life experiences. It might be, most of the stuff is about someone else's experience, but we try to, really the main thing as an artist is you want your fans to connect to what you're talking about, and that's what we try our best to do is, and like, you know, and people say some of our songs bring out messages that we had no clue, you know, like we weren't thinking that deep, but they say, you know, this song helped me out with so much, and I'm like, that's the really, like, when you're an artist and you hear stuff like that, that's what really makes you feel proud.
I think also the inspiration is the fact Logan and I when we were born, we were introduced to so many different styles of music. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just a specific style. Like my favorite is still like rock and roll to this day. Like I'm Bon Jovi, Aerosmith. So in the future, I would love to incorporate that kind of sound with the new sound. So you never know what you're going to get out of that, but it's a good idea to think of. And Logan likes, we like rap just as much, but we like songs that are actually good melodies with good lyrics, not just one or the other.
Yeah, lyrics are huge to me.
Yes, this guy is like a lyricist all the way.
Well, you know, that's what made Aerosmith stick around for so long with Steven Tyler. I mean, you know, they were playing just solid rock. You know, first they went with like hard rock, and then they mellowed out a little bit, and then as the time started changing, they went with Run DMC. That boosted their career back up. It seems to be the same thing you guys are doing. You can just roll with the punches, it seems to be.
Yes, sir.
And you got to stay what's on, like, with what's trending, you got to, you know, adjust, because a song that was a hit 10, 20 years ago might not be a hit today. And, you know, you just got to adjust to what you're seeing in the real world, really.
Yep. So you guys got girlfriends? Because that's one of the questions that came up.
No, we don't have any girlfriends.
Oh, damn. You hear that, girls? How old are you guys? Or how young are you?
He's 22 and I'm 19 years old.
Oh, so you're not even old enough to get in bars yet. So where are you guys playing at? I mean...
we perform mostly higher-end venues.
Yeah.
Like, we're in L.A. It was actually L.A. We were performing in front of nothing but famous people. So it was kind of interesting because in the past when we performed, it was for either potential fans or people that already came to see us perform. And these people are like big-time celebrities in the fact we're performing, we get off stage, and they become fans of us. Even like, 'cause you'll see a celebrity, and just because you don't follow them on social media, you might not know they're famous, but they could be really huge. And the fact that they just come up to you and they're so humble and they really enjoy your sound makes us feel like we really got something going on here.
Yeah. So what are you guys going to be doing in Japan now? You're going to be touring over there?
Nothing's on for Japan right now. There was something that was supposed to happen, but yeah, we're just waiting on the word. Nothing right now, just in writing.
Because there's so much going on with this release. Like, me and Logan are extremely just excited for Love by the River because it's getting a lot of buzz in the industry. A lot of people are reaching out to us, and we're just expecting something really big to happen from it.
Yeah, usually we try to do one thing at a time. Like, what's the most important thing right now? And that's really the single coming up, Love by the River. Oh, he got the polar pop.
Yeah, he does got a polar pop.
Yeah. I ate jalapenos before I came on the air, and I got one of the stinking seeds stuck right in the back of my throat. I've been trying to gack it up like a dog on a bone for a while now.
I got something going on, too.
So, Love by the River, what's that song about?
It's actually...
I mean, it's not like a bad guy. It's not like a bad date or girlfriend that you guys dumped in a river, right?
No.
Get rid of her quick.
Just a quick summary. It was 6 a.m. at night one night, and Logan and I were just now about to wrap up our debut album called Manifest. It'll be coming out later on. And I was searching for like a melody. I just wanted something. I was like, because we have such a versatile sound. We have like rap as well as alternative on this album, and it's crazy how it all turned out. But I was like, I want like something like a true top 40, something in our radio station like 103 or 101.5. I was like, something that would really fit that radio station. And then I started coming up with this idea, and the next day I put in like my voice memos, and the next day I sent it over to Logan, and right then and there the man was already like cleaning up all the lyrics, making sure everything was perfect. And we were like, yo, we need to go, let's just go cut this in the studio. And once we cut it, ever since then, we've been around so many big name people that have been wanting to work with us, and it's just extremely exciting. We're just ready to finally get it out. We had this song for about, how long do you think now? Since we recorded it, like 4 months?
In March 23rd, like March we started working on it.
And all we can do sometimes, we're not going to put the whole thing, but we put it on like Snapchat and on our Instagram
little snippets
feed,
and stuff.
And just the interaction is just incredible, and it just leaves you like, okay, we need to get a date. And once we got a date on it and everything was ready to go, it just feels good, and I feel like we picked the right time to come back and really release what we're all about.
And it's just really a happy song, you know. It's very catchy, you know. When Colton showed me the melody, it was just something about it. It's like da 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 da, and I was like, to me, the first thing that popped up was "Love by the." It just fit perfectly, and really, that's what it just went from there. Really, it was great.
It's something that is extremely catchy, and it does have like high energy vocals and up tempo, and that's what I think is perfect for radio. And it's just, I'm excited for you to hear it as well. Yeah.
How long is it, like, say you're sitting there, you said it was 6 a.m. Okay. And then all of a sudden, boom.
I think I was sleeping. He must have been, I wasn't up at 6.
He sound like my son.
Earphones in, and
because sometimes you get in that YouTube wormhole and you'll watch one video, and then you end up watching a video of like a cat doing a backflip, like, you know, YouTube.
Yeah. So when you guys are sitting there, you're sitting there at 6 a.m. and all of a sudden this hits you. How long does it take you to just write the song and finish it up? Is it was it a day, or was it 4 or 5 days when you guys get together?
Well, I feel like when we write, at least for me, I'll just like when people write, there's some people I know, they write lyrics, then melody, but for me, I can't do, like, the melody comes with lyrics. So when I say something, it might not make sense, like, I'll just, and then, you know, we might have it done the first day, but the lyrics, like, we're going to clean a lot of stuff up. Like, there's some lines that were originally, you know, they're original, and then, like, I look back at it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so, like, thank God we changed that part, because it was just crazy.
I also think it really depends. Like, one song we've had done in like 30 minutes, and then the next song might take longer because we're just like the new wave. I would say, like, the new sound. A lot of them don't really focus on lyrics, and that's what me and Logan are trying to keep. And Logan pushes on that heavily. So the fact that we get the melody right, because there's so many ways you can go with the song, obviously, and it's just it's sometimes it's a process, but sometimes we'll be in the studio, like, we'll be blank for one idea, like our bridges, like a bridge on a song, and then we'd go in there and have something cut in like 5 seconds.
Really, the best songs it's not when you overthink, it's when they come natural. To me, the best songs have always been natural. Like, it's when it comes natural. Like, you don't have to, okay, what should I put here? No, it should just come natural to you. And those are always the best songs. Always the best songs.
Yeah, I know you guys love basketball and stuff. Did either one of you guys take music in school, or you play any instruments?
Guitar. Logan plays.
I take guitar.
No drums.
I don't play.
No, I play drums.
You play drums.
Oh, you play drums?
He plays drums.
My man. I don't know if you can see me in the back. I
love drums. I definitely want to incorporate a part where I'm playing the drums on stage while singing. If I can work that out. Let's see.
Yeah, I mess a guitar up pretty bad, but I mean, I don't play it worth the crap. I know how to play some stuff, but drums, I don't know if you can see behind me. I have a 21-piece Pearl. I've been playing drums since I was 7 years old.
I bet you go crazy on that thing.
not so much anymore. Hell, it's hard to find time to even do anything. You know, I sat down on it the other day for 5 minutes, and I felt so excited, and then all of a sudden the phone starts ringing, and then got to go on the air, or you know, between the newspaper and the radio, it's nuts. Enjoy it while you can. So let me ask you something. Where do you see you guys? So where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
5 years.
You know, I feel like going back to earlier, like we take one day at a time. I mean, we have a a projection, I'd say, where we see ourselves, but you know, we just like to focus. You know, we're not exactly. I can't tell you because I'm not there in 5 years, but hopefully, you know, to stay humble, but also we expect big things, especially coming up very soon. So 5 years. I
think the fact of being a pop group, believe it's our songwriting ability.
Yeah, that's what's going to keep you.
And at the end of the day, if you can write songs, you don't need to worry about other people and budgeting to help write your songs and stuff. I think that's going to help you in the long run. And just the fact our sound really grabs, I think, even a wider variety for the audience. I'm expecting, hopefully everyone wants to say they can do arenas and stuff, but I feel with our songwriting skills, there's a very, very good chance of that.
Oh, there's no doubt. You guys will put the Backstreet Boys to shame and stuff. I just pictured you guys saying, "Well, I want this big mansion out in California and a Ferrari and you know stuff like that." But you're right.
That stuff's great. No, I'm not gonna say I don't want that, but that's not what drives. What drives us is when we release a song and people are driving, Snapchatting us, them singing all the lyrics exactly right, and that. Oh, hold on, my phone now. You know, it's when they sing you the snaps of them singing our song, showing up to the shows. That's what really, you know, having fans that support you because of what you love doing.
There's nothing better than, like, when you're on stage, sometimes you don't remember all of it because it's all in the moment. But when you get off stage, it's like that. I don't know how to describe it. It's just this natural feeling and this natural high you get, and you're just like, wow, did that really just happen? You're having to process it, and you just feel like you just did everything you could. Like you went to the craziest party of all time. Like, because, you know, lights are hitting you, music's pounding, you got the bass, and it's just like, it's an adrenaline rush.
And like, you know, also technology still blows my mind to this day, because you can start in a room with, let's say it's me and him, two people, write a song, you launch it, and now everyone all over the world now has that song that you just started off in a room with you and your brother, and now they know every single. It's crazy.
We call it deep travel.
It blows my mind.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Back in the day when your dad and I, because we're the same age, you know, I was playing in bands over in Tampa. There used to be a bar called Level 3, and then there was Mark Twain's. Your dad can school you guys on that stuff, but back then it wasn't. You know, you just had a few hundred people show up, and then we had to fly to Texas and then to Colorado, and you might have a couple of people show up. I mean, now I couldn't imagine. You know, I see how it is, and that's why I do the radio station the way it is, to help young artists and even old artists, people that were wanting to get a name in the music. But it amazes me that we have listeners all over the world. I mean, we even have one in North Korea, believe it or not. That one,
Wow.
I have no idea.
I think that one's sitting on the border.
You think that one's sitting on the border?
Yeah, I think they're sitting on the border. They can just jump over.
Get shot over.
Even in this interview, we're talking. You know, you're 4 hours away, and we're right in the comfort of our own home. So.
Oh yeah, there's people in California right now. There's people in Africa and China and Turkey listening to you guys right now. All over sitting there trying to look at the maps and stuff. But I mean, it's like all over the globe. You know, it's not just one little spot. It's not just here in North or Central Florida. You know, there's people all over the freaking world listening to you guys.
It's funny. Some people are like, you know, I'm not in the right place to blow up. I don't live in LA or somewhere big. But with technology, it doesn't matter where you live, because, like I said, your music goes out everywhere. You know, it doesn't matter where you live anymore, really.
If you got the sound,
I'm sure. There's going to be times you have to travel to a certain place, but that's what we do. You just buy a plane ticket.
Yeah. So you got some of the kids. I mean, my daughter's you guys' age. She's the one that told me, you guys got to check these guys out, Dad. You got to check them out. I'm like, yeah. You've got some, like, what is it, 4,000 artists now?
Yeah, a little over 4,000.
A little over 4,000 artists. And for her to pick out one, I don't know where she saw you guys on YouTube or Reverb. She's all over the place, Spotify, all the different sites. Of course, hell, she lives on her cell phone most of the time. And she's like, you got to check these guys out, man. They're hot, you know. I'm like, I don't need to see no hot-looking guys. She goes, I don't mean hot like that, Dad. I mean their music's hot. And then she goes, oh, they are good-looking.
Yeah. You telling us that's what we love. Like, that's the stuff we want to hear is, you know, like you said, there is so many other artists that she could have easily liked as much as us or even more. And she chose us. So that's the stuff that we love to hear.
Yeah, because a lot of kids that I've noticed, especially because we get feedback all the time, you know, on different artists. There's a voting spot on there. You guys have been in the top 10. I can't even count how many weeks. And we've had your music for what, about a year now? Less than a year, something like that. How long has it been, Marie?
I want to say it's about 9-10 months.
Yeah, and you guys, just about at least once or twice a month, you guys are in the top 10. You know, of course, when a new song comes out, like what's that song the guy just sent about?
We love our
Call the Bitch Doctor.
Yeah, Call the Bitch Doctor. Some guy wrote Call the Bitch Doctor, and some country guy. Of course, he took out 2 or 3 people this week. But, you know, it just depends on new songs. But you guys are peeling back in there. Every week, you guys are getting, like, tons of people voting on your music. And if you guys want to vote for these guys, because that depends on how much they get airtime. If you go to IITWradio.com, scroll down, you'll see a voting section there, and you can go on there and hit their thing, hit their like button. Or now, where can they purchase your music at? I know it's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean,
iTunes,
it's
Apple,
wherever
Spotify.
they love to listen to music at. So it's all there. Spotify, music. What is it? Amazon, Google, all that. It's all there.
All the mainstream platforms.
So did you guys ever think you'd be sitting here at 18, 19, 20, 21 years old and having the kind of success you guys are getting now?
If you would have told us this, like, I would say like 3 or 4 years ago when we started thinking about it, we would have been like, yeah, that might be possible. We wouldn't have understood, like, the grind it took to get this position.
And it's not always like when people say the grind, it's not actually always physical grind. It's just, you know, even being told no a certain amount of times, and just, it's really, what's the word for you keep going? Persistence, being persistent. That's really the grind in this business. Really, is just, you got to keep going. And if you believe in something, you got to really just keep going. Don't let a few people that told you no judge what you're gonna do. You know, let the world judge, and that's what music does.
Yeah, it's just cool. Like, when we released like Netflix and Chill and Tables Turn, that was released like a year ago.
More than a year.
And ever since then, yeah,
years.
we've been building up. And instead of just releasing song by song, we made sure we perfected our craft to its finest.
Yeah, quality over quantity. That's how
so now it's like our re-debut. We consider this our re-debut. It's like sound we are happy with, and we feel it's going to do the best for us in our upcoming careers.
Yeah. Besides the single, you guys have a new album coming out here pretty soon.
Yes, sir. Manifest.
Yeah. When does that come out?
It's actually our debut album. We haven't released an album yet, so this will be our debut. We don't have a date on it yet. We should know more after whatever happens October 12th. So that's the big release. It's Love by the River.
We might release maybe a couple more singles after that. We're not exactly sure yet.
But they will be released a lot sooner than last time. For sure within the year.
Yeah, you guys have got some kick-ass music. I mean, even an old fart like myself sits there and listens to it, you know. I'm driving down the road. I got the thing listening to the radio station. You guys' song's coming on my foot. I'm like, the other day, I was riding. I think you were with me, weren't you, Marie?
Yes.
I had to go in town and pick up a bunch of stuff, and I'm sitting there speeding down the road. I think it was Netflix and Chill. Mm-hmm. It was one of them, and I looked down at the speedometer. I got a cop behind me. I'm like, oh crap! These guys are gonna make me get a ticket.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, we love that, but you know, we also feel that our sound it's grown. But at the same time, you have to love. You know, it's everyone. If you look at anyone's music, it usually, if they're doing it right, it usually gets better over time, and that's how we definitely feel about.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We're definitely. If it wasn't for that song, we might not be where we are now.
Yeah, exactly.
So we definitely got to appreciate the old stuff, but I think this is like the level, the response we get back is that's going to be on the radio. Like, it has that radio sound. It's like the top 40 radio. So I guess we just got to see what happens October 12th.
Now, do you guys have a fan page set up to where people can go?
Yeah, you know, our Instagram is 3Dimensional Music. It's 3, because some people actually have trouble spelling dimensional. So it's the number 3, and then DIMENSIONAL in music, all one word. And then Twitter is 3Dimensional with 3 L's, because the one with 1 L was taken, so we will just so with 3 L's. And then our Facebook page is 3Dimensional Music as well.
Yeah, Tammy just posted. You guys actually met my partner Tammy over there. She's the one that came out and met you guys. I still have to get over to Tampa, but fortunately I went through some health problems with 2 heart attacks and some cancer and some other crap.
I heard you've been through a lot of things, and you got like.
You can't kill an old dog. Life's still trying to kill me, but piss on it. I'm still kicking. Yeah, she said, what did she put? She said, you guys are going to want to look at and listen to these guys' music. They are great. Yeah, the first time Tammy was all excited. She was like, oh, my God, wait till you hear this music. I'm sending you over when she interviewed you guys. Because there's a lot of people that don't make the cut. You know, I try to only keep quality stuff on there. And we probably got 10,000 people that we've had to reject in the last year and a half. You know, not everybody makes a cut on there. And the worst thing for me is to have to tell somebody, you know, sometimes I just have to flat out tell them, you guys suck. You know, I had a group down in South Florida that was up here playing, and they came over and they're like, oh, you know, you got to play our stuff. But in the interim, you know, you need to make sure that this and this. And I'm like, whoa. There's no restrictions on when I'm going to play your music and this crap. And I said, well, let me listen to it. They were horrible. I mean.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they came with a cocky approach, yeah.
Yeah, well, not just that. It wasn't, you know, just their attitude about it. It was just their music sucked.
Yeah, it didn't back up what they were showing.
It was 4 people that were, 2 of them could speak English. The other 2 couldn't. The one guy was trying to sing English, and he was just, you know, it was just a mess. The bass didn't, you know, your bass when you're playing, the bass and drums go together. You know, they feed off of each other. These guys were just off the wall. They were horrible. And then they kept saying, well, you got to play our music. And I'm like, you know, I try to be nice about it and say, yeah, you know, let me listen to the rest of the albums. Because sometimes you'll get one song that's not so great. And then, you know, you'll have one good one out of all of them. They didn't have one good one. They handed me the CD, and I was like, after I listened to it, you know, I had to call them up, and finally they're like, well, tell us what's wrong. Tell us what's wrong. You guys need to get different jobs, you know. And then finally, it's horrible, but I just had to finally say, look, you guys suck. There's nothing else I can tell you, but you guys suck. You know, but you guys are definitely not the case. I see you guys going, you know, at Nashville, Hollywood, all over the place. And
yes, sir.
I mean, I see you guys do, and I've been doing this stuff for, I mean, you can ask your dad. I used to be on DIZ. I don't know if DIZ is even around anymore over there. Yeah, rock station DIZ out of St. Pete and Tampa. But I used to be on the radio over there, and yeah, I know you guys are looking at me going, what the hell is that? It's like, who is Evel Knievel, right?
I'm trying to figure it out.
But, you know, and being in this industry for right at 40 years, I can tell when people, what is that? Oh, yeah, they've already said their ages, and they already said their...
We had a new one joining that asked.
Oh, somebody wrote in and wanted to know if you guys were single and what your ages were.
I'm 35. Not no, I'm 19, and then Colton's 22.
Yeah, I guess they just got tuned in, or they wasn't listening before. But, you know, and being in this industry for as many years as I have, I can honestly tell you guys have what it takes. And that's very few times I ever get to say that. So I want to thank you guys for letting us play your music, not just to people in Florida, but all over the world.
Thank you for playing it as well.
Yeah, we look forward to you hearing the Love by the River as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to you guys. When are you guys sending that to me, by the way?
What was that?
When are you guys sending that to us?
I'm guessing by the 12th, around there.
Yeah, probably the exact day.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah,
just please set us a reminder. We're going to be so busy. But definitely love. I might even send you it beforehand. So just please remind us if you can.
Yeah, if you want to send it over before, we can keep it in archives and not release it. We just did that with Alyssa Caroline. I don't know if you guys got to hear her show the other night. She's only 16. Where's she out of?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That girl sings like a freaking bird. Me, I suck. I can't sing. That's why I can tell anybody else they suck, because I suck at singing. It's not pretty, guys.
Well, you know, with autotune nowadays, I mean, they can make you sound like whoever you want.
You can make me sound good. I don't care what you did. Drums now, that's a different story. But as far as singing, just not going to happen.
We'll just drown you out with the drums. So
I've tried before. The only thing that sounds good is the only thing that sounds good to my singing is the dogs howling behind me and the people running from me. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming in or listening and being on the air tonight. And I know you guys have a ton of stuff I've got to go back and answer. They've already answered. Tell us one more time, because these guys are asking where they can get your music at, and if they're singles or if they're albums.
iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play.
Just if you have Instagram, you could type in 3Dimensional Music on Instagram, and there'll be a link in our bio, and it'll have all the access to all the music, where our music are at in the stores.
Tables Turn, yeah.
Yeah, for Tables Turn. Just type in 3Dimensional on Google, and I'm sure you'll find
and also once Love by the River comes out, we'll make sure to put the link in our bio. Oh, and our music videos as well.
3Dimensional.
Yeah, Netflix and Chill, the music videos on YouTube. Just type in 3Dimensional. And then also the Tables Turn music videos there as well.
Yeah, I just watched that one not too long ago. That's a kick-ass video.
Which one? Which one was that? The Tables Turn?
Tables Turn.
Tables Turn.
Yeah, where you guys are by the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you guys, somebody said, are you guys going to be playing in Tampa? Somebody lives over in Tampa. Are you guys have any gigs lined up for Tampa area?
Yeah, but we definitely got to do something for the hometown. But we don't have a date set in stone until when we'll be performing in Tampa. But that's definitely a place we want to hit. And if we do a tour, that's, I want to hit Tampa last, because you want to end it with your hometown.
Oh, yeah. There ain't no doubt about that. Well, you guys have to let me know so I can be there. But I plan on getting over and interviewing you guys here in the next couple months and checking you out. I want to come over and meet you. I haven't met you. I know, pretty much know your dad. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And I know I'm going to tell you, like I tell all the other guys that are on here, when you get to Nashville and California, I'm going to be standing on the red carpet now. When you walk past me, I'm going to yell out your names. And if you don't wave to me, I'm going to moon your asses right there. You'll be on TMZ that night. Kids get flashed by old man.
Hey, you might make TMZ for that one.
Yeah, right.
TMZ
and
so much for having us.
Okay, well, thank you guys, man. I love you guys' music. I know you guys are going to go far. Now,
the
only reason I'm staying alive. The only reason I'm staying alive is so I can. The only reason I'm staying alive is so I can moon you guys when you're on the red carpet in a couple of years. All right, you guys take it easy. Tell your dad I said hi.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
good night, guys.
All right. That was Colton and Logan from 3Dimensional. This guy's kicked some butt. If you guys haven't listened to their music, you really need to go on and listen to it. Go on IITW Radio or YouTube, type in 3Dimensional, and watch their stuff. These guys are great. I tell you what, they're going to be taking out Backstreet Boys and all the other guy bands there. What's the other guy bands?
Guy bands or guys in
You
particular?
mean boy bands?
Yeah, boy bands.
Well, if you just want all of them, there's New Kids on the Block.
Insane.
No, not New Kids on the
Backstreet
Block.
Boys.
What's the other one, my daughter?
One Direction.
No, not One Direction. Now they're right up
There's
there with One
NSYNC,
Direction.
Backstreet Boys. I mean,
No, it's an older one.
98 Degrees.
No, they were back in the day. Well, a few years ago in the 90s.
Yeah, that's Backstreet Boys and Sing, 98 Degrees.
Now there's two of them. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But these guys will be definitely taking those guys out. All right, let's get on to some other stuff here. The Philadelphia Flyers have a new mascot. It's called Gritty. Now, you guys look at this and tell me if this thing isn't freaky. Imagine taking your kids to a game and all of a sudden this mascot comes out. But the guy has gotten so popular that even people are starting to do tattoos of him and stuff. Where's that? Yeah, the tattoo. The tattoo actually looks better than the costume. But if anybody wants to get Gritty put on your back, let me know and I'll do a contest on it and make sure the guy does that. Was there video or? Yeah, here's the video of this thing. I don't even know what you would call this freaking dance.
A nightmare?
I wouldn't do it. Can you blow that up any at all?
Why is it wearing a helmet? It's got enough hair to protect it. What in the world?
Nope, not this one. Hold on, can I? Nope.
That looks like me after a few drinks.
That looks freaky. Y'all ain't seeing what we're seeing. Sorry. I think I'm going to have nightmares now.
Yeah, here's the one. Is that a video or actually a picture?
This is just a picture.
This is a picture.
Yeah, this is a picture. That was the other Phillies mascot. That's just scary, man. Can you imagine being a little kid sitting in the front row? Can you zoom in on that on Gritty's face there?
The eyeballs?
Yeah, just on the face it looks like.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember years ago? No, remember years ago they had the movie House 2 with Grandpa.
Where's my
They dug up Grandpa.
Where's my cake? No, that was in
No, the caterpillar dog.
Yeah,
the old movie, The House.
Yeah,
funny.
in House. No, I was thinking of the one with Stephen King.
No, I don't know Stephen King movies.
That he did, the Creep Show.
So.
And he had on there. Oh yeah, put that one up. This is Gritty.
First
wait
night.
for
That's
it.
the
Wait
first
for it.
night that they had a game.
First night. What does he got? Tennis shoes on ice? Gritty's not very smart.
Well, I wonder if Gritty's wearing a helmet because Gritty needs a helmet.
Gritty needs some butt pad too. What's that thing I saw on Charmin the other day? Somebody had put in. Oh yeah, I love this one. Wait, put this back up about Bill Cosby. 3 to 10 years in prison. Can I get any? Can it get any worse?
Yeah.
Yep, we have Gritty.
Gritty looks like he's got a beak going on there. Gritty's freaky.
That's funny as all get out. Somebody did a pretty good job caricature of Bill Cosby there. But yeah, in the news, Bill Cosby the other day. Now check this out, guys, gals. Bill Cosby in prison, right? His first day there or second day there. Somebody hit him with a hot dog bun and knocked him down a flight of stairs. My question is, where was the wiener? But I don't think I have to ask that one. That's just nasty. And by the way, there was two. I don't remember where it was at, but there was 2 police officers that were shot and killed. Was it yesterday? You guys keep those guys in your prayer. But as far as pole dancers, you guys want to see some cool pole dancers? We got some cool pole dancers we're going to put up. Right there, support your local pole dancers. It's not about the money. It's about keeping you turned on.
Amen.
The reason I bring this up, and if you guys look at it, and the ones that are just listening tonight, it's a picture of an actual pole worker, like for power lines, cable TV, phone lines and stuff like that. This pole guys that work on these poles and stuff. You know, we don't think about it. Today we had some nasty storms roll through. In Florida, we get them all the time. You get them out in like Wyoming, California, all over the place. Well, California they're going to fall off into the ocean anyways. But these pole guys, especially after the last hurricane here, the guys that are going up on these poles and stuff, you go out and watch them. We take power for granted. And I'm always talking about the first responders and stuff. These people working on the power lines where it's Clay Electric, and I love Clay Electric, man. These guys do a lot for me. They help out our, readers. There's been a few times when I call them up and I say, like for instance, this one ranch, it's called Roxy's Ranch, where they teach PTSD, wounded warriors and stuff how to ride horses. They come out and drop, 30 poles or something for the rebuilding 30. Of the fences and stuff. But anytime there's power failing, people are sitting there bitching, oh, I got no power. How long is it going to be? While you're sitting there bitching and whining and moaning and groaning, these guys are out there in the lightning, climbing these poles. You'll see them in the trucks. I keep my butt inside when it's lightning and raining and stuff like that. But I watch them all the time. I go out and cover news every day. And these guys are going up on these poles and these bucket trucks. Either they're crazy, or they just don't have any fear, or they're just really dedicated to their jobs. But they're out there day in and day out. So cut them some slack, And if you see one of them working on the ground, I mean, unless there's power lines laying down or something, but if you see them standing around the trucks, pull over and thank them. I'm sure it'll mean a lot to them. Okay, which else do we have coming up?
We
Let's see. Where's the boy laying the egg?
Well, first of all, let's welcome our new listeners. And
oh, yeah. Yeah. To use that haven't listened and you're virgins and you just broke your virginity tonight on IITW radio, welcome. We appreciate it. Thank you for letting me be your first.
And if you're listening and you want to watch and see what's going on and follow along on the pictures, you can go to YouTube and go to IITW radio, or you can go to IITWradio.com and look on the right-hand side and you will see the video. Just click play. So...
yeah, this next kid is a 14-year-old and Indonesian. Has a weird trick. You guys are never going to guess what this trick is. I should have done a contest and had them guess what the trick was. But since 2016, the teen named, what's his name? Akmal?
Akmal? Yeah.
Akmal? Yeah. Has squeezed out more than 20 eggs from his rectum because he claimed was so strange that doctors invited him to perform this trick in front of them. As they watched, his name should have been Anal. Akmal squeezed the egg out of his body, and when his egg got cracked open, it contained either a yolk or a white. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of it. I guess I'll read a little bit more. Although no one claims, wait, slow down. Although no one believes Akmal claimed that he has laid more than 20 eggs since 2016. The conditions are so strange that his father has had him repeatedly hospitalized. And as is proven to the world, he is not joking about his weird condition. He laid 2 eggs as doctors watch. Now, how the hell does that happen? There's an x-ray of his bunghole. I wonder if he clucks when he lays the eggs. But how are you going to take your 14-year-old? I mean, how's that even possible? And it says that skeptics are worried that he's stuffing eggs up the boys, that his dad is stuffing eggs up the boy's rectum to get attention. Let's say he claims his father's denies it and is offended by it. Nevertheless, doctors claims it's impossible for a human boy to create an egg inside of the body and then squeeze them out the rectum. The hospital spokesman said Mohammed Tashmul told news sources that something fishy is going on. Scientifically, chicken eggs cannot form inside the human body. It's impossible, especially in the digestive system. I don't know how that's possible, but anyways, I'll move on because that's kind of freaky. A 14-year-old squeezing it. Never mind. I don't even think about it. A woman hid her mother's body so she could watch it go through the stages of death, police say. That is creepy. Let's put her picture up here. She looks kind of creepy. She kind of looks like that Claire Tell with short hair. Where's the beef? Oh, she's over there decomposing right now. Good Lord. And this is from Lindsay Beaver. Who was this out of? September 26. True crime. North Carolina woman is accused of keeping her 93-year-old mother's dead body so she could watch it decompose. Authorities said Tuesday that Donna Sue Higgins, 69, hid her mother's body in their home in Edenfield, not far from Raleigh, for several months before she told family members, friends, or the funeral home her mother had died. Higgins told police the reason she did not tell anyone was because she was curious and wanted to see the stages of death. Let's see. She was arrested and charged with concealment of death. How's that even a charge? Concealment of death. A felony. A spokeswoman from the Halifax County Detention Center said Wednesday Higgins has since been released on bond. It's not clear whether she has an attorney or not. Higgins' mother, Nellie Mae Higgins from Nash County, North Carolina, died September 7th. It states she leaves behind a cherished her memory daughter of Donna Sue Higgins and Nellie Bonnie and her husband Donald. Her funeral was scheduled for the following week, according to the obituary. How did she? Her husband didn't know about it. Her kids don't know about it. How the hell is that even possible? And then how sick do you have to be? I mean, they shouldn't have let her out on bond. They should have sent her butt straight to the loony bin. Well, how's your mom doing? I don't know. I'm still waiting on her to finish rotting. That's just messed up. What are the messed up people that we have up here, Chris? Oh, yeah, I love this one. Angry manager tosses bubbling hot cooking oil on a woman at a drive-through window. Apparently, the Checkers order didn't get right. So this gal, we got a picture of her to put up here, took her frustrations to a new level earlier this Monday when she threw hot cooking oil on 2 customers from a drive-through window. The 28-year-old manager assaulted 3 women at a local Checkers in Philadelphia. Man, Philadelphia, between gritty and baking people, hot cooking oil is just messed up. Around 3 a.m. September 18th, or September 8th. A witness reported that 3 women were at the facility window receiving their order when they were learned that their order was not correct. Allegedly, the customers demanded the correct food, but the manager refused to exchange the order, saying that they received what they ordered. After going back and forth, the manager grabbed a cup of hot grease and threw it on the women. When the woman still refused to leave, he then grabbed 2 full pans of hot grease and tossed it on the woman. It must be a typo. Who is that from? Fox 29. Okay.
No, he grabbed the first time he grabbed 1 cup, and then when they refused to leave, he threw 2 cups on them.
Wait, is that a he?
No, she did.
It says he.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be a she.
Okay, according to CBS, the 20-year-old driver received the greatest hit from the incident. She was taken to a nearby hospital, having suffered from first-degree burns on her left arm and legs. The passengers were aged 20 and 26, received minor grease burns and refused treatment at the hospital. Checkers immediately pushed out a statement discussing the issue. The incident occurred at a franchise restaurant on Baltimore Avenue. The franchise is taking the incident very seriously, and the manager involved is no longer with the company. God, I would hope not. That behavior was completely unacceptable and does not represent the values of hundreds of Checkers employees who serve our Philadelphia's guests every day. The franchise is cooperating fully with the police in their investigation. Holy cow.
That puts new emphasis on a hot meal.
I tell you what, I ain't gonna bitch when I go to Checkers anymore. We don't have a Checkers in this county, but I go to Orlando on Thursday and probably stop by Checkers. I'm not gonna bitch at them. I don't want to be fried chicken. The interlocking soup kitchen. Put that one up real quick. Mr. Yance needs donations for his soup kitchen in Interlochen. I've got to call him tomorrow and find out how he's doing on the fence thing. But he is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you don't have anything to eat, he will stop in there. They'll serve you something. But he's out. If you call him up, if you guys want to donate to him, 386-972-1045. It's Mr. Yance. And that guy does, I mean, he was a veteran. Took his money from being nuked with Agent Orange during Vietnam, and then took and opened up a soup kitchen. There's a whole bunch of things. I've already gone through that. I'm not going to go through it again tonight. It's because of lack of time. Okay, what else do we have up here? Let's see. Oh, this is how I would get a six-pack. I wonder how I would look with a six-pack. Right there, you got it. You got nut jobs sending stuff in all the time. Oh, we got the cops on the rollerblades, don't we?
Good. Hold on.
Police are taking down, chasing criminals to a whole new level these days. I know we got the video somewhere. Chris is looking for it right now. Oh, we have a phone call. Who is it? Okay. We can show the ping pong one up there if you want while you're doing that. Have you guys ever seen ping pong played with the heads? And I mean, with heads, I mean, hey, you guys got to watch this. This is crazy. Bink, bink, bink. Spike. Now, who came up with this?
I guess the Germans.
Well, yeah, probably a 6-pack of beer. What is the things on the board there? I mean, did they count for points or anything, or is that just painted on there?
I think it's sponsors. I think it's vitamin water.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Vitamin water sponsor.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I couldn't do that, though. My neck couldn't handle that. We got voting coming up here in 30-something days. You guys make sure to get out and vote while Chris is looking for this next video. Make sure you get out and vote. Okay.
I downloaded it.
Yeah, I thought you did. Okay, what else we got up there? We don't need that one. We already done Bill Cosby with the hot dog thing. Yeah, cops on the rollerblades. That was a cool one. I think you found it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Unfortunately, this guy got away. It's like, run, man, run, 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 run. Get the steps, get the steps. They're on rollerblades. The one cop's still going up the steps, so play it one more time. I hope Putnam County never does this. Look at the guy. He's trucking up there. I bet he gets him. He did get him on the other side, by the way. Okay. Voting is coming up. Tomorrow night we have Greg Williams on the air. It's PAD, Problems in American Democracy. And boy, is there a bunch of those coming up. The ads will run at the end of the show along with the closing out music. Who do we have closing out?
Today?
Huh?
3Dimensional.
I mean, what song do we have closing out?
Table's Turn.
Table's Turn. That's the one we were talking about. But tomorrow night we have Greg Williams coming on. And then Wednesday night, who do we have?
Maddox.
Maddox. Yeah, I like Maddox too. But tomorrow night, make sure you listen. Greg is going to be taking, if you guys have some law questions, no, don't call in bashing the system. If you have legitimate questions, tomorrow night we're going to be taking calls. If you want to know if you should let the cops search your car, you know, first of all, you shouldn't be driving around with anything that's illegal in the first place. If you are, you're just kind of stupid. But if you have questions on, you know, why should I submit to a breathalyzer? Should I don't be drinking and driving? But I mean, legitimate questions, you know, should the cops be able to search your vehicle? You know, the Fourth Amendment, different things. If you guys want to ask them some legitimate, now if you call in with some stupid damn questions like, my ex-wife burnt my tennis shoes up, can I sue her? Yeah, forget it. But Greg does criminal law and all kinds of stuff. He's up out of Jacksonville, and he will be taking a few questions tomorrow night. If you have legitimate questions concerning criminal law, or if you're in trouble and you just want to know what your best avenue is and you don't know if you should go, he's not going to sit there and bash any other attorneys. You know, attorneys are privileged. You know, it's a privilege to go get an attorney. Do your research. Make sure you find a good one. You know, you guys have heard me bitch about one public defender before, but we have some great public defenders. You know, not all public defenders are bad. Not all attorneys are bad. But if you guys want to call him and ask him some legitimate questions, you'll be able to call in. Are we going to give the phone number out tonight or tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. Tomorrow
night? Okay, we'll give it out while we're on the air, so you guys have to be listening. Make sure to go out and support your local first responders. We have a thing called, where's it at? Quench the Thirst. Tammy and I started this a few years ago. This is for your local firefighters anywhere in the country. Go out and pick them up a case of water. Pick them up some snacks. Pick them up stuff. These guys only get paid, gals only get paid $4 and something a call. Remember to support your local veterans and any veterans. And you know, one of the things, and this is not what's pissing me off tonight, but one of the things that pisses me off is when I see these videos of these little hooligans beating up on a veteran or beating up, you know, on anybody, but especially our veterans. You know, you young kids, and I bitch about the flag and kneeling and all that, but the one thing that harps me and pisses me off more than anything is to see the younger generation disrespect our veterans. It's just not right. You know, which one is that one?
No, I was just seeing if there's
Oh, okay.
anything else.
Yeah, we're going to put those up on Wednesday night. But guys and gals, don't disrespect these veterans. You know, when you see an elderly veteran, if it has a bumper sticker on their car, or if you hear them talking about, do me a favor, welcome them home. They love to hear that. Even though they were in Vietnam, you know, back 30, 40 years ago, they were in the service. Welcome them home. You see a young man walking around the other day at Walmart. When I was sitting there talking to Scott, the manager, it was the young guy walking in, and he had his camos on, and he was just a private, just here getting ready to get transferred out and go overseas. Walk up and thank these young men. It means a lot to them. What they're getting ready to do is going to scare the hell out of them. No matter who you are, unless you've been over there and had gunfire at you, or sprayed with Agent Orange, or been through that crap, you have no idea what it's like. And don't disrespect our flag. You know, that pisses me off. These men and women have went and fought and given up their lives so that Old Glory could fly and so that you could live in a free nation. And I hear these people on TV talking about the veterans should just shut up and stuff. It's not right. They fought for your freedom. Respect them. You see a cop walking down the street or on the beat, you know, you see them in a kangaroo. I see them at kangaroos all the time. Walk up and thank them for their service. They appreciate it. You see a firefighter, thank them for their service. Don't be disrespectful, because these people are the ones, when your ass needs to be saved in a fire or a car wreck, these cops are the first ones that are going to pull you out. To the two families that lost their 2 officers this week, our hearts and prayers go out to you. You know, but walk up and thank a cop, thank a firefighter, thank an ambulance person. These ambulance drivers don't get paid as much as you guys think they do. And they're right out there, and they're just as much as the firefighters and stuff, because long after they pull them out of the house, they're still trying to push on your chest and get your sorry ass to breathing, or maybe not your sorry ass. Maybe you're a good person. But on the way to the hospital, they're the ones that keep you there and keep that heart pumping and keep the fluids going to you until you can get to the hospital or to the helicopter. So don't disrespect those. You guys can check us out on IITW Radio. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night with Problems with PAD, Problems in American Democracy with Greg Williams. I'm sure he's going to have a lot to bitch and moan about with the Kavanaugh stuff and the Ford, and there's some other breaking news on that you guys will want to catch. You can check us out on IITWradio.com. You can check us out on Facebook, IITW Radio, on YouTube. In case you're on one of these 3 sites, I'm just telling you where you can go other places. If you're a new listener to the young gal up at T-Mobile today, I couldn't remember her name. I was going to give her a shout out, but you got your shout out. You can also check us out on YouTube. Remember to hit that little bell, that little dinger button. What's it called? Notification?
Yes.
Notification bell. Make sure you hit and subscribe. Do we have the winner for the contest tonight? Okay, we'll announce that tomorrow night. And then tomorrow night, we're going to give away another CD as well. You could check, if you want to check out local news and stuff and what's going on, even on national stuff, go to The Putman Way on Facebook. You're not going to have to pay for it. You're not going to get a bill at the end of the month. We do some kick butt contests on there, and we've got a good contest coming up here pretty soon that I'm going to announce. My shout-outs, Aiden, Mama B, I can't forget those 2. Rosie, let's see, Annette, Audrey, Mr. Steve, who else we got? Cindy Shaw. If you guys want to shout out on the thing, just go here and hit the little button on YouTube, type it in. Can they do that from their radio site? Radio page?
No,
No.
gotta be on YouTube.
No, just on YouTube. If you guys want to shout out, go to YouTube, or if you want to shout out to somebody else, who put good luck? Okay, we're giving away 2 copies of Love Letters from Bubba as well. Nope. My program manager over telling me no. Well, we'll give out a couple anyways. That's about it. We got 9 seconds. Anybody need anything to say? Oh, Chris, say hi to him. Where's the hand? That's Chris. Thank you, Marie, for all that you do. Thank you, Chris. And we will be back on here tomorrow night at 7:30 with Greg Williams. I got to get out of here. You guys have a good evening. Thank you for listening and watching.
The tables turn to the other side.
That's 3Dimensional you're listening to now. This kid's kick butt.
The fire dies. Thought we had it all, but the truth is told. I guess I should have left you alone. I thought we had it all. I thought we would forever see. You didn't even say goodbye. I didn't even get a letter. But I saw the texts in your phone and the lies that you told. Did you think I wouldn't find out? In all those times you rested alone, you were probably with him at your secret little hideout. Ooh, you really played me, messed with my mind. See, I should have known you were a waste of my time. But those eyes, they seem so innocent. A perfect world it should have been. But no, I was wrong this time. The tables turn to the other side. The flames burn down. The fire dies. Thought we had it all, but the truth is told. I guess I should have left you alone. I know we both made mistakes, but this one I thought you'd never break. It's like I gave you my heart and you just threw it away. What does he have that I don't? You will regret it when the time's gone. And I'll be over you, baby, by the time it's daylight. Ooh, you really played me, messed with my mind. See, I should have known you were a waste of my time. But those eyes, they seem so innocent. A perfect world it should have been. But no, I was wrong this time. The tables turn to the other side. The flames burn down. The fire dies. Thought we had it all, but the truth is told. I guess I should have left you alone. Tables turn, bridges burn. People learn from mistakes others make. Life goes on, standing strong. Put my past in my songs and move on to a better place. The tables turn to the other side. The flames burn down. The fire dies. Thought we had it all, but the truth is told. I guess I should have left you alone.